I look at top creators that are hyper-specific to the target audience within my space and notice which of their posts blow up way more compared to their usual performance. These breakout posts give me a hint as to what delivery is most receptive to my people. I'm going to demonstrate this by taking one belief and then running through each of the 5 steps to create 5 beliefs together. I am going to use to build your tribe with your content, speak to your younger self. To build your tribe with your content, speak to your younger self. That's a great message and it's very true, so I think I'm going to go with this. Okay, but it's just a sentence. I need to turn this into something I can teach the idea clearly. The first way to position this is through education, so I'm going to try to teach it clearly. I'm going to break down the concept. Your younger self had the same problems your audience has right now. When you create content addressing those specific struggles, you connect with people going through the exact same thing. You're not guessing what they need to hear because you've already lived it. This is why the most engaging content comes from solving problems you've personally overcome. I'm teaching the person that's listening to me why this angle is going to get results if they follow the instructions. Now, the second step is making it personal using the story voice. So if I ran it through the story voice, I would pull, I used to create content trying to impress other creators instead of helping people who were struggling like I was. My engagement was terrible because everything felt performative. When I started speaking directly to my younger self, the person who didn't know how to edit videos, who was afraid to post, who thought he wasn't qualified to teach anything, my content became authentic overnight and people started commenting. This is exactly what I needed to hear. So here I'm explaining how I went through this troubleshooting process and I figured it out by sharing my failures, and you're trusting me when I say, this works, I've done it, because I showed you the process of when I wasn't doing it and it didn't work. And then I said, I did it, and then it worked. Now the third angle speaks to the obvious objection that people have, so I look back at the root statement. To build your tribe with your content, speak to your younger self. I like to imagine my most difficult friend saying whatever he would say when I said something like that, and then I address that on the front end, and I want to be hyper specific. You're probably thinking, but my younger self was an idiot. Why would I speak to that person? Your younger self wasn't an idiot. They just lacked the experience that you have now, today. That gap between where they were and where you are is exactly what makes your content valuable. Stop underestimating the person who got you where you are today. So I'm front running their objection, and I'm going to get that person to pay attention to me.